In the public imagination, artificial intelligence feels almost magical. Consumer-facing AI products generate images in seconds, write text on demand, answer questions conversationally, and promise to automate everyday tasks. Social media is filled with demos that make AI look fast, powerful, and nearly effortless. Inside US enterprises in 2026, the reality looks very different. There is a widening gap between consumer AI hype and enterprise AI reality, and understanding that gap explains why AI adoption inside companies is slower, quieter, and far more cautious than headlines suggest. The first reason for this gap is context. Consumer AI is designed for broad appeal and low stakes. If an AI chatbot gives a wrong answer, it is usually an inconvenience or a curiosity. In enterprise environments, AI outputs can influence financial reporting, pricing, hiring, legal decisions, customer communication, and compliance. Errors carry real consequences. That difference alone changes everything about how AI is evaluated and deployed. Consumer AI optimizes for engagement. Enterprise AI optimizes for reliability. Consumer products are built to impress quickly, often with visible creativity and speed. Enterprise systems are judged by consistency, accuracy, and predictability over time. An AI that works well most of the time is unacceptable in many business contexts. Enterprise users demand systems that work correctly almost all of the time, and that bar is much harder to clear. Another major factor is data quality. Consumer AI is trained on vast general datasets. Enterprise AI must operate on messy, fragmented, and often incomplete internal data. Business data lives across legacy systems, spreadsheets, and siloed databases. Cleaning, integrating, and governing that data is far harder than prompting a general model. The quality of enterprise AI is limited less by model capability and more by data readiness. Security and privacy concerns widen the gap further. Consumer AI often sends data to the cloud with minimal friction. Enterprises must protect sensitive information, intellectual property, and personal data. Every AI deployment triggers security reviews, access controls, and audit requirements. These safeguards slow adoption, but are non-negotiable. Integration complexity is another key difference. Consumer AI typically lives in a standalone app or feature. Enterprise AI must integrate with existing workflows, systems, and processes. It must interact with ERP systems, CRMs, financial tools, and custom software. Each integration introduces risk and requires careful testing. This makes enterprise AI far more complex to deploy than consumer tools. Governance requirements also separate hype from reality. Enterprises need to explain how AI makes decisions. They must track inputs, outputs, and changes over time. Consumer AI rarely offers this level of transparency. In business settings, black box behavior is a liability. Companies must be able to audit AI decisions, especially in regulated industries. Another reason the gap is growing is cost visibility. Consumer AI often appears inexpensive or even free. Enterprise AI costs are ongoing and substantial. Compute, storage, monitoring, compliance, and human oversight add up. Many companies underestimated these costs during early pilots. As AI moves toward production, budgets tighten and expectations become more realistic. Human oversight further differentiates enterprise AI. Consumer AI is designed to operate independently. Enterprise AI is designed to support humans, not replace them. Review processes, escalation paths, and exception handling are built into workflows. This reduces speed, but increases safety. The presence of humans in the loop limits how autonomous enterprise AI can be. Regulatory pressure has amplified these differences. US companies face increasing scrutiny around AI usage, especially in areas like finance, healthcare, employment, and data protection. Consumer AI can often move fast and adjust later. Enterprise AI must be compliant before launch. This reverses the typical innovation timeline. There is also a mismatch in expectations. Consumer AI hype often suggests universal capability. In reality, enterprise AI works best in narrow, well-defined use cases. Document classification, anomaly detection, demand forecasting, and customer support triage are areas where AI performs reliably. Broad, open-ended reasoning remains risky in business contexts. Companies are learning to constrain AI rather than unleash it. This gap has changed how enterprise leaders talk about AI. Public enthusiasm is high, but internal messaging is more sober. Executives emphasize experimentation, governance, and value measurement, rather than transformation. AI is treated as infrastructure, not magic. Vendors have also adjusted. AI companies selling to enterprises now focus less on demos and more on implementation support, integration tools, and compliance features. The sales cycle is longer, and success depends on proving stability rather than novelty. Another factor is cultural. Employees inside companies are more skeptical than consumers. They see AI errors firsthand and deal with consequences. This skepticism slows adoption but improves quality. Enterprise AI must earn trust gradually. The gap between consumer hype and enterprise reality is also visible in timelines. Consumer AI features launch quickly and iterate in public. Enterprise AI projects often take months or years to reach production. Pilots are common. Full rollouts are rare and incremental. Importantly, this gap does not mean enterprise AI is failing. It means it is maturing. Early hype created unrealistic expectations. Reality is forcing discipline. Enterprise AI is becoming more useful precisely because it is constrained. In 2026, the growing gap between consumer AI hype and enterprise AI reality reflects a necessary correction. AI is not a single product that works everywhere the same way. It behaves differently under different stakes. Consumer AI shows what is possible. Enterprise AI shows what is responsible. Over time, the gap may narrow as tools improve and governance matures. But it will never disappear entirely. The requirements are fundamentally different. Understanding this gap helps explain why AI adoption inside US companies feels slower than headlines imply. Progress is happening, but quietly, cautiously, and with far less spectacle. The companies that succeed with AI are not the ones chasing hype. They are the ones translating possibility into reliability. In the end, enterprise AI is not about amazement. It is about trust. And trust takes longer to build than excitement.